The Lord is saying this to the Arabians and the so-called Africans. You're not an African. You're not an African American. Y'all hear me? You're not Africans. Listen to the scripture. You're not an African American. You're not listening to the Bible. God is against Africans. We're reading it in the Bible. He said what? I will return your recompense upon your own head. I'm coming on your head, so-called African. I'm coming on your head, Arabian man. Y'all are not Africans. You're not Muslims. Black people were sold in the desert. You heard of transatlantic slave trade when they put us on the ship? The Atlantic is the water. Trans-Sahara is the desert. That's what they supposed to be teaching in school, but by the time I got it, they took that out of school. They don't want to teach y'all slavery no more, because God is in the Bible. That's how we know we Israelites. I ain't just out here saying that you ain't no African. I'm pulling up the history, the prophecies in the Bible that your pastor ain't teaching, that the school ain't teaching. But brothers quick to run out and throw gang signs. Get out of that dumb mess. It ain't doing nothing for us. So God said Africans and Arabians were selling us to white people. That's the trans-Saharan slave trade. We just read that in the book of Joel 3. It's like this. I used to believe in this, right? The same zeal you had about, the same zeal you got about what you believe in, I used to believe in this. So what happened, I learned more. This is something that our people don't know in the last days. Now, how do I know this Bible is true? Why I don't believe in other books? There are other books. You got Buddhism. You got a lot of religions out here. Now, why do I believe in this book, bro? What's your name? Milton. I'm Joel. Why do I believe in this? Why you think I believe in this?
It resonated to you, most likely.
Okay, you said resonated. We are spiritual people. I'm going to show you why. Joel chapter 3.
Bring it out.
Arab, so-called white people, Africans. Arabians, now we sharp. We know this much now. We know this much. Arabians and so-called Africans was selling a people, a dark race people in the deserts. That's called the what?
Slave trade, right?
Right, the trans-Saharan slave trade. I told my brother Shaw, we listening. We know that happened to me and you. That's how we got here. Is that in the Bible?
No.
Okay, let's see. This is why I believe in it, because it's a book of prophecies.
Right.
It had nothing. I thought my spirit resonated with this mess. I thought it did. I believed in what my dad, not this picture, even though this is what it represents, but I believe in what my dad taught. I believe in what my mama taught, because that's all I knew. But when I learned, that's what you about to do. Watch this. I'm going to prove to you our history is in the Bible. Joel chapter 3. Come on. The book of Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, what I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. The captivity of whom? Judah and Jerusalem. So who is the people this Bible talking about? Me and you know, they are the children of whom? Israel. Judah and Jerusalem is the children of Israel. So that's the topic. Now the children of Israel today, from prophecy, we know they're not called the children of Israel. They're not called the Jews, the fake Jewish. They stole somebody's race or somebody's beliefs. Who are they today? The only how we know is by history or prophecies. Watch this. Come on, so it's talking about Israel. Jump down to verse 3. Verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people. So God is not talking about the whole world. He's putting a difference between the nations. He said they, it's a particular people, a particular nations have cast lots for my people. You with me? That's a particular nation. They have cast lots, mean bid on them, on my people. When God said his people who are God's people, to who? The Israelites. Come on. And have given a boy for an harlot. And given a boy. They would take our boy, me and you, put a blindfold on our head, and if they're not populating enough slaves, make us go into our mothers. The Arabians, the man that made their religion you believe in, the so-called white man, Africans. Another example of Africans would be Egyptians. There was a difference between the Egyptians. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We can always cut that off. Yeah. We're learning. We brothers. We're not going to embarrass you. Look, the Arabians and the Africans and the so-called white man was doing what?
They have given a boy for an harlot.
So they would take you and me once again, put a covering on our head, and if we're not populating enough, or if they're running low on slaves, they will make us go into our mothers. That's what give a boy for a harlot means. They would force you into a whoredom. Come on.
And so they go for wine.
We already seen in movies, even our people have seen in movies of the so-called white man, where they would take our sisters, our mothers, and sell them for what?
And so they go for wine.
God is talking about these people's spirits. That's what you're missing. There's spirits in us. Only these people do this stuff. Come on.
That they might drink. Yea. And what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Now it's getting plain. God is telling you the people that he's talking about that's doing this. He said, say it again.
And yea, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Who is Tyre and Zidon? What do you have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? Tyre and Zidon, listen to me, would be so-called Africans. Wow. Africans and Israelites are not the same. Africans was selling Hebrews. You know, a lot of people like to say Africans was selling Africans. BS. Africans was selling Hebrews, me and you. They were selling Israelites. Tyre, say with me, Tyre and Zidon are so-called Africans. Say with me. How y'all doing? I'm going to get a question for y'all. Come on.
And all the coast of Palestine.
He said, what do you have to do with me, you so-called Africans, and the coasts of Palestine? Who are the coasts of Palestine? You're a sharp brother, you know. Coasts of Palestine. What comes to mind? Islam. Let's see what God said. Now, it hasn't spoken about. So we have heard about Africans and we have heard about Arabians. It hasn't said anything about the so-called white man yet. Let's see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Come on.
Will you render me a recompense?
He says, you so-called Africans and you Arabians, will you render me a recompense? Come on.
And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
The Lord is saying this to the Arabians and the so-called Africans. You're not an African. You're not an African American. Y'all hear me? You're not Africans. Listen to the scripture. You're not an African American. You're not listening to the Bible. God is against Africans. We're reading it in the Bible. He said what?
I will return your recompense upon your own head.
I'm coming on your head, so-called African. I'm coming on your head, Arabian man. Y'all are not Africans. You're not Muslims. Come on.
Because he hath taken my silver and gold.
The so-called Africans and Arabians took our silver and our gold, our stuff, come on,
and have carried it to your temples.
And they took it and put it in their temples, come on.
My goodly, pleasant things.
Come on.
The children also of Judah.
Who did they take?
The children also of Judah.
The so-called Africans and the Arabians took Judah. Who is Judah? Watch out. Who is Judah on this sign? Coming closer. The American blacks would be Judah. You would be Judah. You come from the bloodline of Christ. The white man just been lying to you. Right. God said the Africans and the Arabians did what?
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
And the children of Jerusalem. Them Native American Indians, them Hispanics, Latinos, them your brothers. They took them and spread them all around the world. Come on.
Have you sold?
Oh, you about to miss it. Stay. Don't let the devil stay. Come on. The Africans, listen. The Africans and the Arabians they took the children of Israel. Come on.
Have you sold?
Have you did what?
Have you sold?
They sold, come on,
unto the Grecians.
Unto the who?
The Grecians.
Y'all man, I don't know where y'all going. Y'all acting like y'all hear this anywhere else. You don't know this. God said they did what?
Have you sold unto the Grecians?
Who are the Grecians? My brother right here, who are the Greeks? Don't worry about that. Leave that alone. We too easily distracted. Who are the Greeks? Who are the Romans? Greeks? Romans? Greeks? We know y'all ain't getting taught nothing in school because the white man taking this stuff out the schools. Who are the Greeks? My brother Sharp here. Who are the Greeks? Grecians.
For religion-wise or people-wise?
The people-wise. Yes, sir. The race.
The race of Greece, that'll be...
You know, you got it.
I know.
Come on, you got it. It's okay. Show them the sign. Where's the sign? Put the last one up. The last one. Show them the Greeks. Look on them. God said the Arabian man, give me another sign, another soldier, hold this one. God said, we just read from the book of Joel. This is called the trans-Saharan slave trade. This is what they supposed to be teaching y'all in school. Black people were sold in the desert. You heard of transatlantic slave trade when they put us on the ships? The Atlantic is the water. Trans-Saharan is the desert. That's what they supposed to be teaching in school, but by the time I got it, they took that out of school. They don't want to teach y'all slavery no more, because God is in the Bible. That's how we know we Israelites. I ain't just out here saying that you ain't no African. I'm pulling up the history, the prophecies in the Bible, that your pastor ain't teaching, and that the school ain't teaching. But brothers quick to run off and throw gang signs. Right. Get out of that dumb mess. It ain't doing nothing for us. So God said Africans and Arabians were selling us to white people. That's the trans-Saharan slave trade. We just read that in the book of Joel 3. He said, now I'm going to read it all again and I'm going to show you who the Greeks are. Come on. Read it.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
God said they sold us to the Grecians. Our name was not African. Hey, young man. Our name was not African American. God called them Israelites. Israelites were sold to the Grecians. Look on this Greek coin. What do you see on this Greek coin? Come on, come look closer. What do you see on this Greek coin? What else on the left? What man is on that coin? Can you see? You can see it? What man is on, what race of people this man is on this coin?
Definitely a Caucasian man.
He's definitely a what?
Caucasian man.
That's a so-called white man.
Right.
So God said the so-called Africans and Arabians were selling what?
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
They sold them unto whom?
The Grecians.
So that's how we know you not no Muslim. God said these people were selling us in the desert. Have you, my brother, Eric, have you ever heard of the trans-Saharan slave trade? Transatlantic. You heard? There you go. The two main ones. This is not the only ones of us, but the two main ones we learned in school, in high school, is the trans-Saharan in the desert and the transatlantic on the boat in the water. We just read the trans-Saharan in the Bible. God said that the Arabians and the so-called Africans were selling us to white people. Who are the Greeks? Greeks. The white folks. My brother got it. White folks are Greeks. I want you to hear this. Come on.
The children also of Judah,
The children of Judah.
and the children of Jerusalem.
God don't call us African American. He call us Judah. Watch out. Judah and Jerusalem. That's who you are. God don't say African American. The white man put that on you. God call you what?
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
Come on.
Have ye sold?
Have you do what?
Have ye sold?
The Africans, you're not African. God said the Africans and who?
Unto the Grecians.
They sold us to who?
Unto the Grecians.
Eric, stay with me. The so-called Africans and the Arabians sold you to the who?
Unto the Grecians.
I didn't say that. God said that. Your history in the Bible. You're not an African American. You're an Israelite.
Right.
You know what that means? Y'all so quick to walk off, but y'all don't even know what that means. What does it mean to be an Israelite?
Be God's chosen people.
God's, okay. Now, what does the kingdom of heaven look like?
Bring it out.
You see, you don't understand. That's the reason why, watch out, y'all put that down. That's the reason why he had to tell y'all that God looked like him. That's the reason why he had to say Jesus looked like him, so he can keep you in sin and lie to you, because he's not going to tell you the next kingdom to come, that's going to be your kingdom forever. You're going to be under Christ, and you're going to rule all the nations forever. I can prove it. That's what it means to be an Israelite. Revelation 21. Before you leave, hear the good news. That's what gospel means, the good news. The good news not for everybody, it's only for us. Who needs the good news? The white man needs some good news. He owns everything. The Arabian man, he owns all these things. The Chinese man, he set up store in your community. He owns these things. Come on, Revelation 21.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain.
I'm finna describe you the kingdom of heaven before you leave. I know you gotta go. I'm finna describe you why it's important for you to know you're an Israelite. Why, hold on, Eric. You're not gonna die in 2 seconds, my brother. Y'all act like y'all hearing this from somewhere else. Ain't nobody else teaching this. I know, Eric. I'm just trying to save your soul, brother. Come on.
And show me that great city, the holy Jerusalem.
So John the Revelator is describing that great city. He called it the what?
The holy Jerusalem.
Come on.
The city out of heaven.
The city out of what?
Out of heaven.
It amazes me why brothers don't even want to know what heaven looks like. It kills me. But that's the spirit on us. Come on. Another brother walking off. Come on.
From God.
From who?
From God.
We about to describe heaven. Come on.
Heaven, the glory of God.
Come on.
And her light was unto a stone most precious.
Come on.
Even like a jasper stone.
You want to know what heaven looks like? You want to know what heaven means? A lot of people don't even know what heaven means. They think they just going to be called in the sky. Every guy they're going to be holding hands. No, they're going to be kings in the kingdom of heaven. God said heaven is coming to earth. So they're going to be some kings on this earth. If you don't know you're an Israelite, you better learn. Was your daddy a black man, Hispanic? You're an Israelite. It's by bloodline. Come on.
And had a wall great and high.
God said in the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be a wall great and high. Come on. Don't go nowhere, bro. Come on.
And had 12 gates.
It got how many?
12 gates.
How many gates in heaven?
12 gates.
What's on them gates?
At the gates, 12 angels.
Come on.
And names written thereon.
The names on those gates,
which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
That's right.
You better hope you ain't no Muslim. God said the kings that's going to be ruling in the kingdom of heaven are going to be Israelite men. We are the gods. Only a God can tell a God damn. That's why we the best in everything in this world. There ain't nobody else told you damn but God. God sent them on us. That's why I believe in this Bible, because it has prophecies. God said, I will send a nation with the sign of an eagle to take over you. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to show you this sign that we painted. We ain't just up here wasting our time making stuff for nothing. What's on all these coins? My brother Sharp, the Lord got you here. You're a sharp, knowledgeable brother. Everybody ain't going to get it. They may get it later. I don't know. It's not my business. I'm just here to teach. I'm just a messenger, as you will be, Lord willing, one day. That's it. That's all we here to do. What do all these coins have in common? Huh? Winged creatures. The Greeks, the Romans, the Spanish, the Americans are the same exact nation. Right. They just different tribes in our nation. Like we got different tribes in our nation, they got different tribes in their nation. That's it, they the same people. They spirit bear witness to the same prey, the same animal. Now watch what the Bible say, the prophecy. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation.
Who did it?
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee.
Why would the Lord do that? If I'm his chosen people, why would he do that to us?
Against the word.
We went against his word. What are we doing today?
Going against the word.
Stealing, killing, fornicating, getting high. And guess what else we doing? Worshiping false gods.
Right.
Muslim. Christianity. So how else we in this? See, this is what I'm trying to get you to see. You're in the midst of prophecy. You see your people at the bottom. If the Muslim religion was it, we wouldn't be at the bottom. This Bible is the only Bible to tell us why we're at the bottom in the whole world. That's what this Bible is telling you. It's telling you, look, the reason why all your Israelites, God's chosen people, are at the bottom, because y'all disobey me. That's the Muslim religion is not telling you that. Because it's not a true prophecy, brother.
Right.
This is a prophecy. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Have I read the Quran? I have been, well, in our organization, we talk to go against that mess because it pollutes our people. So how am I come up here and talk about something? Listen to what you're not listening. I just answered your question. It's ridiculous. I'm showing you prophecy. You're not getting hip to that. But you're talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with your people. It has absolutely nothing to do with your people. I read from a Google format. Google know that their religion came from the people that put you into slavery. Now I'm gonna read this to you. This is on Google. This is on Google. This you can just read this on Google, but it's true. According to the Islamic tradition, Prophet Muhammad, that's the prophet the Muslims follow, Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam, learned about key concepts like monotheism, the concept of prophets, his teachings, the concept of prophets, and stories of figures like Abraham and Moses from the Jewish communities living in Medina. He took your beliefs and made a religion out of it, Arabian man.
Right.
That's where you learned it from. You learned it from there when you was in slavery.
Right.
Read this.
And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee,
Come on.
from far.
The word
From far.
that's a prophecy. God said, I'm going to bring a nation against you Israelites from far. Come on.
From the end of the earth.
Come on.
As swift as the eagle.
What animal?
As swift as the eagle.
What animal?
As the eagle.
That's what I don't get. Y'all keep coming with this Muslim. How many times we gonna tell you? Whatever they're teaching, they're stealing majority of it from the Bible.
Right.
It's like, come on. Even they, we know that the Muslim organization are our brothers. They admit that they know that they have to reference the Bible. That's why we don't ever have no quarrel with them, because we know that they're part of the prophecy. But when a brother has problems saying, hey, I shouldn't acknowledge the Bible and believe what it say, now you kind of off. Now you don't know who the true Allah is. You don't know who the true one is. Now you kind of off. You don't know who Allah is. You don't know. Listen to what I'm saying. Do you get what I'm saying? Go ahead and respond. I'm listening.
Go make sure I'm on the same page with
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
Go make sure I'm on the same page with you. Go. No.
Oh, okay.
Make sure I'm on the same page.
So what I'm saying is the true God, even the organization of Muslims know to reference the Bible. That's all I'm saying. We know that, right? We know that. All right. So the prophecy is what?
And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far. From the end of the earth. As swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
We didn't understand their tongue. We learned English. We had to learn the English tongue. They broke us. They broke our backs from the Hebrew tongue. They broke it out of us. That's the prophecy. That's how we lost the true name. That's why we don't have the true Hebrew tongue. That Yiddish, that stuff they making up, that's not the true tongue.
Right.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.